All right, a little windy here this morning, so hopefully everything works out okay. We're gonna start standing in our Pilates stance. Remember, your Pilates stance is just one fist width between these feet, one fist width, not too wide, okay? Palms face forward. We're gonna lift up on an inhale and exhale down. Do that again. Inhale, lift, exhale, lower. Two more, please. Inhale up, exhale down. Now I want you to take those legs into a wide position too, and we'll lift up and we'll bring it down. Proud chest, knees tracking over those toes. Lift and lower. We'll pick up that pace a little bit more. We'll go for 4 and 3 and 2. Hold this one up, settle it in. Bend the arms and press up. Bend and press. Bend and press. Now we're going to turn those palms in and turn them away. In and away. When you lift up, we lift one heel. Lift up the other heel. So we're alternating as we press up. The exhale is on the up. That's it. 7, 6, 5. Here's 4 and 3. 2 more. 2 and 1. Lower those weights down. We're going to bring it out to the front. Bend the elbows back. Press it back out and stand back up. Here's 1, 2, 3. Back up. Perfect. You can also do this without weights. I'm using 2-pound weights. I wouldn't go any heavier than 3s. We'll just do 2 more. Pull, press, and return. Out. Pull, press, and return. Walk in, toe, heel, toe, heel, toe, heel. So you're back into your Pilates V. Palms face forward again. We're going to reach out and bring it back in. Sweep it out in front and bring it back in. And in. Out. We'll lift those heels on the out and lower. Serve the drinks, refill. Press out and bend. We'll go for 4 more. 3, 2. Can you hold this one? Curl it in and out. So you better be relying on those critical connections. Belly in and up. Shoulder to rib cage. Seat to feet connection. You can always lower those heels for 5. Woo, hang on. 4. Don't let the wind blow you over. 3, 2, and 1. And release. I'm going to take it down to my knees. I'm going to stretch one leg out. Now we want to have the hips pushing forward. So the knee and the hip are in a straight line. The back heel should be in line with the back of that knee. This arm here, the weight will hang down. This one here will go behind the head. We're going to lower, lift, straight out in front. We inhale, exhale, right out in front. Down, up, straight, and release. So we're working the oblique and the front of the shoulder. Out and in. Down, up, out. 2 more, please. Down. Squeeze the seat. Pull that navel in deeper. Good. And we bring it back in and we change sides. You can also do this standing up if this isn't good for your knees, okay? So this arm stays down. This one goes behind that head. We're going to side stretch and reach front. Inhale over, exhale up, straight out. Yep. Down. Lift. Make sure your glutes are engaged. Elbow to the sky, elbow out to the side. Keep those hips still. Nothing else is moving. And we go for 3 and lift. 2 more. Down, up, out. 1 more. Down and up. Bring the knees to parallel for chest expansion. So again, press those hips forward, open the chest, roll those shoulders back. Start with the arms straight out in front. We'll pull through, we'll inhale, 2, 3, exhale. Inhale, open the chest, squeeze the upper back muscles. Hold, 2, 3, and return. Inhale, 2, 3, and return. 2 more, back, 2, 3. Now I want you to hold this one back and do little pulses. So make sure you're not leaning back. I'm gently squeezing my seat. I'm pulling that belly in and up, and we'll go for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, all the way down onto the seat. Okay, so our legs are gonna start straight in our Pilates stance. I'm gonna reach those arms parallel to my legs. I'm gonna flex my feet. Scoop that belly in and up. This is not a time to collapse in that rib cage. Shoulders connected to your back. I'm gonna come halfway down. Wrap your thighs, drive those heels forward. Hold right here. We're gonna take one arm up as we come straight up, and then lower back down. Other side. Inhale up, exhale down. Inhale, lift up nice and tall. Exhale, keep the seat to feet connection, wrapping those thighs, pushing the back of those legs down into the mat, lifting it up, bringing it down, bringing it up, lowering it down. 2 arms if able, and we'll round back. And we'll bring it up, and we'll round back. Hello, shoulders, upper back, of course the core. 1 more. We're gonna stay here, weight to weight, elbows bent. I'm gonna clasp my hands. I'll rotate to one side and rotate to the other. Nothing else moves. I'm scooping that navel in and up. Your 3 critical connections should still be there. Shoulder to rib cage, navel in and up, seat to feet connection. That's it. Now as I twist to one side, I'm gonna draw that knee in and press it out, pause. And then I go over the other thigh. And as I slide it in, I'm working the back of that leg, I'm working that core. And center. Pull it in. 1 more each side. Pull it in as you slide. Last one. And I'm gonna sit right back up. Reach those arms long again, round over that barrel. And we're gonna lie all the way down for 4, and 3, and 2, and 1. We're gonna reach the arms all the way down to the mat as I lift my leg halfway up, 45 degrees, and lower it back down. Switch the leg. Reach the arms long as you lift the leg strong from your core. Press down to lift up, and return. And again, lengthen. If you want, add eyes to navel. Curl it up and take it down. And curl it up and down. That's it. Keep it going. You don't have to add the leg. You don't have to lift the head up. And if you are lifting that head up, do not let it hang as you're lifting up. It's always shin to chest, eyes to navel. Hold this one here. Can you add the other leg? We'll take the arms down towards the mat, back to parallel, down and up. You're more than welcome to bend your knees and put your head down. And we'll go for 4, and 3, and 2. Bend the elbows in and bend the knees in. So the knees are way in, my back is nice and heavy. The back of my head is firmly pressing into the mat. Let's tap our toes down to the floor and back in. And we'll tap onto the mat and back in. We'll inhale down, exhale up. I'm gonna press my arms straight out and then bend them back in. Now I'm resting my upper arm on that mat and I'm squeezing the back of my arms, keeping my spine imprinting on the mat. I take it down, I bring it up. I inhale to exhale. I go for 4 more. And here's 3. And here's 2. Here's 1. If you're able, nod that chin to your chest. I'm gonna take 2 legs straight out to a Pilates V. My arms will reach long. I'm gonna hold it here. Give me 8 little quick scissors. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Bring everything back in. Nod that chin to your chest, arms and legs reach long, belly goes in strong. And we go for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring everything back in. Press up. 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Bring it back in. Can you give me 2 more? Press out, lock it in. Go. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Last one. Press it out. Hold. Go. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And bring everything in. Elbows out wide. Frog your legs. So the knees go out as wide as your frame. And the heels are kissing, toes turned away. Legs go straight up. Arms go straight up. And then bring everything back down. As you're lifting slowly up, you're feeling that connection starting at the core, going up the thighs, through the toes, and as you come back down, that same energy goes down through the toes, through the legs, and back into your center. Your lower back should stay heavy, and the tail should stay long. We're gonna go for 4 more. And 3, feel those inner thighs connect. 2, hold this one up and turn the palms to face each other. The arms will go out to each side as your right foot flexes and lowers down towards the mat. Come back up. Now the other leg, we inhale down, exhale up. As you're lowering, keep your back heavy, and it's up to you how low that leg goes. Inhale out, exhale up. Inhale, 2 exhale. You are still imprinting that spine. So keep that navel pushing in and up. We're gonna do 4 more. 3 more. 2 more. And 1. Palms are still turned in. Point that Pilates V. The arms and legs will start to go down. They're gonna open and back around. So when we have the arms moving, we're moving from those back muscles, right? So we're gonna come down, squeeze those back muscles by your armpit. Inhale down, exhale around. It's all about that core. I inhale to start it, exhale. You can make it as small or as big as you want, but the pelvis and hips cannot move. 1 more in this direction, and I'm gonna switch. I'll open, come around, connect, and lift. Open, connect, and lift. Legs are moving from the core. Make sure you're engaging those glutes. No strain to the back, right? Right. Give me 1 more. We inhale to open, exhale to close, and hug everything in. Woo! Nicely done. All right, so the arms are straight up, knees are still in. So I'm gonna curl my chin to my chest, eyes to my navel. I'm gonna reach my arms along, and my left leg is going to go straight, and I'm gonna straddle my right leg and kind of give more oomph to that right oblique. I'll lower my head, bring that knee back in. I'll nod my chin to my chest. I'm gonna straddle my left leg, look towards the left as I press the right leg out. Bring it back in. Straighten the left leg, twist over and straddle to the right. Come back down. And again. Bring it back down. And reach as you twist. Bring it back down. Reach as you twist. Bring it back down. Now I'm going to stay up on this one, and I'm just going to switch and keep everything else real still. Bam. Exhale. 8. Can you feel those obliques? 6. Anybody awake? Oh, there we go. 4, 3, 2, and 1, and release. Let your knees drop to one side. Both knees to one side. Bring it back up from the core. Knees drop to the other side. Lovely stretch. And now I want you to go into a bridge position. So your knees are 1 fist width apart. You're going to hold candlesticks in those hands and place the weights on the mat. The arms are off the mat. Curl that pelvis and lift up into a bridge. bridge, and as you're coming up, push those shoulders down, squeeze your seat. Lower back down. Bone by bone, taking your time. Take your time. Curl the pelvis up, tilt it, pull that navel in, press through the tripod of your feet, and then lower back down for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Curl and lift. You got this. Now hold this one here. I want you to raise up onto your toes so heels are lifted, and the arms will come up and down. Up and down. Inhale to exhale. Pull that navel in stronger. Press an imaginary ball between those thighs. Keep the shoulders connected to your back. And we go for 4. We've got this. And 3, 2, and 1. Weights to the mat, heels down, and lower your spine all the way down. Good. Rock yourself up. And we're going to have those knees bent. And once again, the legs are 1 fist width apart. And the arms are parallel to the floor. I'm going to lead with my waistline back. And as I curl up, my biceps will fire. And then I will round my spine. Exhale up. Inhale, release. Squeeze those biceps like there's a tennis ball in front of that elbow. Keep your shoulders connected to your back. You bring it up. Now just take the right arm. We're going to pick up the pace. And then the left arm. And now both arms twice. Bam. 1 more. Singles. Right arm. Left arm. 2 arms twice. Now when I curl the right, my right knee will go up if you want. And the left, no feet will lift off the mat for the doubles. That's it. Right knee, right bicep. Left knee, left bicep. 2 arms. Shoulders should not be feeling cranky. Everything on the right, everything on the left. Give me 2. Can you give me 1 more round? 1 more on the right, 1 more on the left. 2, and sit up. Lengthen your legs all the way onto the mat. Hold the arms parallel. Now if the weights are too much, consider going to 1. If that's still too much, no weights at all. Okay? But first things first, let's make sure we're sitting as tall as we can. If you need to, you soften your knees. I'm connecting my shoulders to my back. I'm going to inhale taller. Exhale, nod the chin to your chest and round forward. Now stay here. Lower those weights towards your mat. Pull that navel in deeper as you come up, and then stack your spine, inhaling up. And that's exhale, round it forward. Lower the weights, lift the weights, stack your spine, inhale. Exhale, forward. Lower the arms, lift the arms, pull it up, connect the shoulders to your back. 1 more. Chin to chest. I'm melting, keeping my lower back still. I lower those arms, I lift those arms, I stack my spine, and I pull my elbows back. I'm gonna bring my legs together. Reach the toes long. Hinge forward from your hips. Drive your elbows back. I'm gonna slowly extend the arms and bend. So make sure the shoulders aren't cranking up to the ears. My neck should be in line with my spine. Belly's pulling in. So remember, I didn't say eyes to navel. You want to hinge forward and keep the crown of the head nice and long. And I'm going to go for 8 and 7, 6, good, 5, 4, 3, 2, now hold it out there, teeny tiny ones, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. quadruped position. I'm going to flip around and see if that makes the wind less on the microphone. Don't think so. Okay, so you guys watching the video are like, stop the wind. All right, so I want you to release the left hand weight, and just my right hand is going to hold that weight, okay? Then I'm going to take it out to the side, and then back down. To the side, and down. Make sure the shoulder's not cranking up to your ear. Make sure the belly's pulling in and the spine is nice and long. I exhale on the up, inhale on the down. Good. I go for 5, 4, 3, 2. Now hold it out there and pull the elbow back so your thumb's by your armpit. Take the left leg behind you, so we're gonna balance here. So as I push that weight straight out, parallel to the floor, I lift that leg, I bend and lower the leg. 3, 4, 5, 6. Make sure you're not leaning onto that standing leg. So it should be hips straight over knee. Can you give me 4 more? Here's 4. Woo! 3, 2 more. You've got this. Last one, and release and stretch back. Arms go behind you. Make cups with your hands. Relax the shoulders and the neck. Bring it back up, and the weight will go underneath the left hand. So square off the shoulders to the hips. Shoulders connected to your back. Crown of the head nice and long. Belly pulling in. Here we go. Out to the side. 2. Take your time. If you go too fast, muscles don't even have time to know they're working. So no flinging, no eject buttons. And every time I go to lift this arm, my belly is engaging, because in movement, we are moving from our core. And you know that. Perfect. And we go for 5, 4, good. 3, 2, and 1. Hold it out there, bend the elbow, thumb to armpit. Lengthen the right leg back. We'll do a press out as we lift that leg and lower. Good. Exhale, inhale. Keep those shoulders connected to your back. Both shoulders. Crown of the head should be reaching long. Squeeze that booty to lift that leg. We go for 4. Hello, shoulders. 3, 2 more. 1 more. And release and stretch. Check in with your body. The neck and the traps should not be feeling strained. Okay. So I want you to grab 2 weights and take your left foot forward. And we're going to put the weights into our left hand. I'm going to slightly move forward so my elbow is more towards my inner thigh than my wrist. Okay? And we're going to do a across the body bicep curl. Across the body. Bam. So I'm not just, leaning like this. I came forward just a tiny bit. And I want you to really squeeze that bicep muscle. But make sure you're also lengthening all the way down, because you can't strengthen if you're not doing the lengthen. To make this harder, you can curl those back toes under and come into this balancing lunge. If that's not for you today, you don't do it. Press. Good. And we go for 5. Don't tip over. 4, 3, 2, and 1, and we sit back up. Okay, other leg comes forward. So if you've got a knee issue, you can do this standing, right? All right, I'm gonna take the weights into my right hand. My right foot is forward. I lower down until my elbow is towards that inner thigh. Other hand goes to the hip. I'll curl in and stretch all the way down. Exhale, inhale, squeeze. Belly still has to be pulling in. Good. squeeze, squeeze. So you can take the lightest weight and really feel that strength by squeezing the muscle and contracting it, not just lifting the weights up and down. Harder, I'll curl those back toes under, I'll lift that knee off, and I hold that as I continue. The core has to work twice as hard down here. So is that front leg. No joke here. Squeeze and lower. Squeeze all the way down, stretch. Also pay close attention to your wrists. Make sure the wrists are staying straight. Can you give me 3 more? Here's 3 and 2 and 1, and we gently lower down. Okay, I'm gonna put 1 weight on each side of the mat. And I'm gonna come all the way down onto my stomach. So we're gonna start with our traditional swan with our hands under our armpits. There is nothing of my arm on that mat, okay? So my hands are far enough back that my arm is not touching the mat. My legs are 6 bone width apart, my navel's pulling in. So if my head is resting on the mat, my neck is slightly not in line with my spine. So to start getting that neck in line first, I always cue roll a marble with your nose, lengthen the crown of your head. As you're lifting up your chest, your shoulders are gliding down your back and you gently squeeze the glutes. Your navel stays on the mat. Come back down, and as you're coming down, pull the navel in. I roll that marble, just slightly extending the crown of the head. Inhale up. Beautiful extension for the lower back. And then we exhale down. Inhale up. You can only take your head as high as you're taking your chest. And 1 more. Bringing it up and taking it down. So grab onto those weights, 1 in each hand. You're going to hold them with the palms facing up. So I'm going to lift up these weights off the mat and then reach them towards my heels. Lower the chest and then lower the arms. Arms first. Lift up. Lower down. Release the arms. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale to exhale. This time, as I go back, I'm going to lift my legs off the mat, lower them down, and release the arms. Arms and legs, reach back. Lower the chest, arms and legs. So the arms and legs now are coming up at the same time, and I'm going to reach longer and release the weights, and we'll stretch back, stretching through that lower back. Scoop the belly, round the back, and breathe. Take a nice inhale and an exhale. Okay, so you're gonna turn to face me. We're gonna take a hand down and a leg long. So here we are into a side plank. It's an extended side plank. I got the weight in my free hand. You're more than welcome to come down onto your forearm, okay? So I'm gonna do modified first, keeping my bottom knee onto the mat. I'm gonna bring this arm straight up and then control coming down, because that's where we're gonna lose it. That's where it's just gonna be, so we're gonna help it, control it, coming back down. Harder, you're gonna take the other leg behind you. Now a wrist issue, if you wanna have that knee off, you would come onto your forearm. Same thing. Up. Now, if you want another level, and I'm on my forearm, so it might be easier to do this. As my weight comes up, I'll bring that knee forward and then slide it back down. Forward and bring it back down. 2 more. Last one, and then my knee will come down and I will come up. All right, so you're gonna pick again. You want an extended arm or a forearm? The forearm is much gentler on your wrists. All right, so the weight's in the free hand. This hand can come down. So I started modified, having this support here. Open up the hips, open up your chest, and we'll reach it up and down. up and down. Harder, take that leg that was down there behind. So if your wrist is saying, yeah, no, don't like this, you come onto that forearm and lift up. So you're squeezing lemons in the armpits, you're keeping that bottom oblique, pulling in, lift that bottom rib cage. Now if you want, when the weight goes up, you're going to move forward and then tap it back down. Tap it back down. Bam. One more. That knee will come down if it's not already down, and we'll come back up. How'd that go? Silence. All right, so we're gonna go back onto our seat. All right, here we go. So we're gonna go back into our little bridges. I love bridges. I could do a whole class of bridge. We're gonna lie all the way down. One weight in each hand. The legs fist width apart. I'm gonna take my arms up over my chest, palms turned in, shoulders heavy. Everything is gonna lift up, so we're not gonna peel, everything's gonna lift up. Bam. We're gonna hold this here. I'm gonna shift the weight to my left foot. As I kick my right leg and extend it straight out, I'm gonna bend my elbows and put that foot down and lower my bridge. Everything lowers. I drive up. Bam. I'm gonna kick left as I bend my elbows, bring it straight back up and lower your bridge. Everybody okay with this one? All right, so I lift up, bend, kick it out, straighten, lower, and release. I come up, kick and bend, down, and release. Up, tricep kick, retrace, come down. Lift up, so I'm alternating those legs. Now if you can, see if you can keep the bridge. I'll kick right, I'll kick left. Kick right again, kick left, keep going. See if you can keep those hips up, shoulders down, legs only one fist width apart. Kick. And I'm just extending my knee out there straight. I'm not going to move the whole leg. It's just, I'm kicking it out. Make sense? 4, 3, 2, and 1, and lower down. Okay, we could be done, but we're not. So we're gonna bridge up again. Shoulders heavy, back of the head heavy. Tripod of your feet equally pushing down. Tabletop your right leg. Bring that leg straight up. Now just the leg is gonna go down and up. Down and up. The opposite arm will go back and up. So the opposite leg has to stay stable, inner and outer thigh working. Be careful taking that arm behind you. Know your shoulder flexibility and strength. 2 more here. 1 more. Bend that knee, put that foot down, fix your bridge. Tabletop your left leg and bring it straight up. Make sure that standing leg is pressing into your center line. We'll lower down and lift up. Just the leg. If you need to do this with your hips down, feel free to do that modification. If you want, I'll take the right arm away from the left and come back up. Inhale, exhale. Keep those hips in a straight line. Keep driving through your standing glute and thigh. For 3, 2, and 1. Bend that knee, put it back on the mat, fix your bridge, and we'll lower articulating for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bend the arms, draw the knees in, and rest those weights on your shins and give a little pull. And you can rock it side to side. Let's sit all the way up. Once you turn to face the front, if you're able to sit crisscross, great. If not, straighten your legs. Do what works for you. So we're gonna connect, knuckle to knuckle. Shoulders down. Sit super, super, super tall. Yep. Inhale up. The Let's rotate to one side. Exhale. 1, further 2. Inhale, center. Exhale. 1, 2. Inhale. Exhale. 1, 2. So think of it again, spiraling tall. I'm seeing some shoulders lifting up towards those ears. Let's keep those shoulders heavy. Inhale. Exhale. 1, further 2. Inhale. Exhale. 1, further 2. Inhale. 1, 2. Last one. And release. Okay, onto your side. You're going to mirror me. I'm on this side. My knees are starting off stacked. Grab onto that one weight. So we're going to do a little bit of clams and rotator cuff. So the sides of the feet stay together, or open and close. So your upper arm is holding a towel between that arm and that rib cage. And you can't let the towel fall out. My bottom shoulder is connected to my back, and I'm pulling this bottom rib cage up. That's it. Out and out and in. We're going to go for 5 more. 4, 3, 2, and 1. I want you to press this leg out. So I can't be directly on my side. I'm slightly back. I'm going to lift this leg straight up and reach for the corner of my mat. Lift up, so I'm in a diagonal. Lift up and down. Up and down. That's it. Lift and lower. Belly, hips, thighs, glutes. Make it harder than it looks. Reach the toes longer. For 4, 3, 2. Hold it here. Grab onto that weight and reach it parallel to that leg. I want you to lower as the arm comes up and lift. So now we're doing another set, adding that arm weight. Down, lift. Try to keep this rib cage real still. 5, 4, good. 3, 2, and 1, and come back into stacking those knees. We're going to put a weight behind our knee. That's optional. If you have a play ball, if you've got to use a ball, that works too. You can roll up a little towel. So I'm going to lift this leg parallel to the other leg. I'm going to sweep forward and control it back. So I'm working right here, this area. I'm going to exhale forward, inhale back. Can you feel that? Okay, they said yes, so quietly. Forward and back. Try not to lose that weight, especially when it's going over your other leg. Keep this bottom rib cage lifted, yes, and connect that shoulder to your back. We'll go for 5, 4, yep, 3, 2. Now we're not done. Hold it back there and do little lifts. Push your bottom leg down into that mat. Yep. Awesome. 8, 7, 6, 5. Oh, it's a burn. It's a burn for sure. 3, 2, and 1. Straighten that leg. Okay, I want you to bend that leg and straighten the opposite leg and put a weight on that inner thigh. So I'm not directly on my side. I want you to lift that leg from your inner thigh, from the inner thigh, up, up, lift. No collapsing that rib cage, which means you're collapsing in your shoulder. The first thing you feel is the belly, because all movement comes from the core. Then you focus on the inner thigh. Now hold this one up and pulse it. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Hold it up, circle forward. 1, 2. Better be firing that glute. Oh yes. 4, 3, 2. Can we reverse it? 8, 7, 6. Don't collapse, don't collapse. 4, 2, and 1. Okay. I like that. I heard a, oh! We are awake, aren't we? Okay, oh, it feels good to lay on that side, yes? So we start with our clam rotator cuff. All right, you're close. Not there yet, but you're getting closer. Stack your knees, shoulder over elbow, pull that bottom rib cage up. You've got to keep those connections. All right, so my upper arm is glued to my side. I open and close. The sides of my feet stay stacked. Open and close. And if this is not cool for this shoulder, lay all the way on your side, right? Right. You can take one move and do it about 10 different ways. So no matter what an injury may be in our body, we can still do our Pilates classes. Isn't that wonderful? I mean, you know that. You've gone through a broken wrist.
We've all had our things. Oh, yeah. We have many things.
Oh, yes. And we go for 8, 7, 6. Feel that strength. 5. You should start to feel it though, like, oh my goodness, how many more reps can you do? 3, I probably lost count. 2, and 1. I put that weight down gladly. I straighten my top leg and I come back a little bit, just a little bit, so I'm not completely on both butt cheeks. I'm gonna lift this leg up and down. So I always want to lengthen the body, lengthen the leg. You got it. Pull the belly in to lift that leg. Watch that bottom shoulder. Lift. Lift. Feel like there's a weight on that thigh and it's lifting. Or an ankle weight. Oh, that's what we should do next time. Up and down. Up and down. If you need a break, you take one. Because we don't keep it doing a rep or we're not doing it correctly. Now I'm going to add my weight. I'll hold it straight up. Take your time on the up and the down. Good. Lift. Lower. Lift. Are you squeezing that armpit of the arm that's moving? Right? We're moving the arm from our back. Leg from the belly and glutes. Yeehaw. 8. Come on. 7. 6. 5. 4. 3. Woo! 2. 1, and stack it back in. Now I'm on my side. Take that weight behind that top knee. Lock it in there. Lift it up parallel to the leg. We're gonna exhale forward, inhale back. Keep your bottom leg pushing down. Keep the chest and shoulders open and the belly pulling in and up. Push through the mat with that bottom arm. And I don't want you to stare at the leg, but I want you to every once in a while glance over there. Make sure it's staying as high as the hip. In a perfect world, we're dusting a shelf with that inner thigh. Now, I don't know about you, but I certainly feel this. We're very quiet today. It's okay. You're focusing and concentrating. 3 more. Careful with that weight, so keep pressing that calf into that ham. Now hold it back here. We'll go up and down. 2. Squeeze the booty, squeeze the belly. Woo! Ham. And lift. And lift. We go for 5. 4. 3. 2. Grab that weight, straighten that leg. Okay. The bottom leg is going to straighten out. I'm going to bend the top leg. I'll rest the weight on my inner thigh. Watch you don't get sloppy with the shoulder. I'm seeing this all of a sudden. Here we go. Lift. Belly first engages, then the inner thigh, glutes. And breathe. It's the exhale as you come up, inhale down. Good. Lift and lower. Lift and lower. Belly. Can you feel that eject button? The belly presses in as you lift up. Lift You don't have to use the weights. And we go for 4 and 3 and 2. We're not done. Hold this one up. Pulse it. 8, 7, 6. Watch that bottom shoulder. 4, 3, 2. Now let's circle forward. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Keep pushing the opposite leg, that foot heavy. Reverse. And this leg should be flopping all around. It's pressing into your center line. We go for 4 and 3 and 2 and 1. Let's do a little butterfly stretch. When you work really, really, really super hard, you deserve that stretch. So I'm gonna grab onto my ankles. My elbows will push those knees down. It's like, oh boy. But you did it, and it's stronger you today. Okay, my favorite and yours. Grab one weight in each hand. What's next? The teaser. We love the teaser, right?
I'm ready for the mermaid.
A mermaid. Okay, so we're gonna progress. We're gonna keep progressing, okay? So we're starting at the prep. Legs 1 fist width apart. Reach the arms long. Inhale to prepare here. Exhale as we lower. 4, 3, 2. Nod that chin to your chest. Find that lower back. Peel up. Exhale. Always keep those shoulders connected to your back. Legs together. Next level. I'm going to come up. I'm going to take my right leg and extend it. Thigh to thigh, knee to knee. Stay just like that with your leg. Roll down. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhaling up. Switch the legs. Exhale down. Thigh to thigh, knee to knee. Don't lose that connection. How about the shoulders? Keep them down to the back. Scapula to rib cage. Nod that chin. Don't drag that head off. Harder. 2 feet start down. I'll come up like we've been at the very top. And extend my legs. Put my feet back down and articulate back down. We don't use momentum. Nod that chin to your chest, eyes to navel. Then the eyes go up your thighs through the fingertips to extend those legs. Boop. Come back down with control and then lower. Can you give me one more? Nod that chin. Now you're going to stay here with your feet down or you'll stay with your feet up. I'll flip my palms up, I'll lower and lift. You can do the same thing with 2 feet down. I'm not so high up that my abdominals have stopped working. And I'm not so far back that my back is saying, hey man, what's going on? And 3, now listen up, I'm gonna stay up. I'm gonna lower my legs and reach my hands for the top of my mat. I'm gonna let go of my weights and come back onto my forearms and drive my knees in and press them out to a 45 in Pilates V. So open the chest, open the shoulders. Hip circles modified. We're gonna go to the front of the room, around to the back and hold. Reverse to the back of the room and around. Inhale to exhale. Now the full hip circles, you would not be on your forearms, you'd be back with straight arms. So feel free if you want to try that version, but I was nice and I went to modified. Okay, so we'll do 2 more in each direction. You pick where you want to be today. And I'll finish 1 more to the front, and then 1 more going to the rear. Lower the legs. My head's gonna come forward. I'm gonna clasp my hands, reach my knuckles for the mat behind me, and see if you can bring up those arms. Relax the neck, so it's eyes to navel, chin to chest. Lower the arms down, keep your head and chest still. Lift those arms back up, circle them around, grab as far forward as you can, and pull your torso towards your legs. Try to press the back of those knees down to the mat. Good. From your belly, pull yourself up. All right, so let's go into a plank. A plank. All right, so we're gonna have our weights sort of narrow and our hands on the sides of the weights. So you're more than welcome, if need be, to stay in a quadruped position. If you don't want to do the weights, you can go onto your forearms. You can take your knees back into a modified plank, or you can take one leg back at a time. I'm going to go a little bit wider. So my left hand is going to grab onto that right weight. Okay? It's going to row, cross back down, put it down. My right hand will reach to the left weight, row it back, put it down, and put the hand down. I reach left to right, row, down, back out. And the whole time, I'm trying not to take my hips and body with me. Cross over, row, back out. Cross over, row. Good. Shh. Try to keep the hips low. We want to be here with the butt high. Can we do one more each hand? So I'll do left hand. I'll do my right hand, and I'll come down to my knees and give my wrists a break. Woo! Excellent job. So I want you to come all the way up, and we're going to do some reverse flies. So I'm going to take my right foot forward and my left leg back. I'm going to shift from my hips into a hinged forward position. And I don't want my neck doing this. I'm going to keep my neck in line with my spine. Arms reach out to this diagonal. I'm going to pull back, pause, and then return. That's it. Pull and out. I know you've been working hard all class. This is a lot of me to ask you is to come up balance here and do this. I know you can today. You got a nice breeze. You can't say you're way too hot. Because it is certainly breezy today. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Step in, other leg will go back. So my back heel is raised. I'm balancing here in this single leg squat, staggered lunge. And here we go again. Pause and return. So my elbows are staying in a soft, very soft bend. That's it. Pull back, return. Don't get cranky in your neck. We go for 5, longer reps, I know. 4, 3, 2, and 1, and step in. Okay, I want you to come facing forward. I'm going to move back a little bit. We're going to do our standing mermaid. So we're going to take this arm up. You're going to mirror me. The other arm hangs to your side. Now this arm is going to be right next to your head. And we're going to mold it over our head as we side stretch. Now before I come back up, I'm going to pull my belly in deeper, extend this arm straight, and then bring it up. Try that again. My arm goes over my head. Inhale, press it out. Exhale, coming up. And again. And switch the arms. So right next to your head, palms turned in. I go right next to my head as I mold over that head. Can you feel that stretch? I do. Stretch out. I feel even a bigger stretch, and then I come up. I inhale. I mold around the side of my head. Lengthen the arm. Pull the belly in. Come up. One more. Inhale, press it out to exhale, and then bring that arm down. Hold the weights by the ends. You are moving from your back, not your shoulders. We're going to do the sparklers. So we're going to make little circles as we go up. 2, 3, no leaning back, and then take it down. So lock those legs together in your Pilates V. Bring it up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Take it down. Can you feel your belly pulling in deeper? Now I'm going to releve on this one. Up, 2, 3, 4. Oh boy. Stay releved. We got to do it again because I lost my balance going up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Down. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Lower those heels. Roll it down. So weights to your thighs. Or let them kind of dangle, but they're facing your thighs. Nod that chin to your chest. Scoop your belly, round your back, and see how far down you go without your booty sticking out too much. And then from your navel, pull yourself up. Melt those shoulders. Inhale to exhale. Shoulders down and back. Nod that chin to your chest. Inhale. Scoop your belly, so eyes to the navel. Exhale. More weight on your toes. So your glutes should try to stay directly over your heels and not going way behind you. Pull yourself up. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. I want you to step onto your mat where you have all this mat in front of you and release the weights. I feel kind of mean having you guys do Pilates push-ups at this point because I don't know about you, but my arms feel like they've really been worked. Yes? Did we do a good job today in working our upper body? Okay. So you can think I'm being mean, but I really do have lots of love for all of you guys that work out with me. So we're going to inhale up. Exhale, peel. Take your time because you know what's coming next. If you can't touch the floor, bend your knees. Walk forward in 3 steps. 1, 2, 3. All right. You can hold this. You can lower to your knees. We're going to do 3 small tricep push-ups. Bend halfway. Push up 1. Hike your seat. Without moving your hips, move back from your core. 3, 2, 1. Pull yourself up from your core. Last one. Inhale up. We're starting to lose our mats in the wind. Exhale. I'll take it though. The wind's wonderful. Walk it out. 3, 2, 1. You can do whatever you want. I'm going to do my push-ups. Remember, tricep push-ups, your elbows go right next to the rib cage. Hike it up. Your final one, walk it back. 3, 2, 1. Slowly pull yourself up from your core, please. Send your tail down. Give me a nice big inhale up. And we'll slowly exhale down. Woo! You made it. Give yourself a big hug if your arms can do that. They might be a little bit too tired.